All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the AI Crypto Combine. Today, we're going to be looking at AIOZ, and we are going to be evaluating this crypto project, as we do with all of them, in a very, it's kind of like the NFL or the NBA Combine, right? So if you're unaware of basically what this is or how it works, is essentially like all of the athletes that want to go and get drafted by a sports team, they'll go to the thing called the Combine, where essentially they compete in a series of different like athletic tests, basically, to see like how good fundamentally might this athlete be, and should we like spend money to draft him. And so we're going to be using that bot for crypto. And so we have 4 key metrics that we're going to be looking at and really diving under the hood to see if this crypto project is actually worthy of our investment. And so you can see here we have use case, development, community, and team. And the reason that this is valuable is because there is no vested interest. Like, there is no bias. I don't own any, like, I'm not dumping these coins on followers or anything stupid like that, right? We're following a very scientific method that's basically like a scoring grade that you can see right here. And so the reason that I'm putting this together is because when I first got into crypto myself 8 years ago, I sold my company in the middle of June. I was 22 years old. And I had no idea about anything. I knew nothing about nothing, right? And I made all of this money, and then I proceeded to lose it, and it was like a very, very hard time, and it sucked. And so the reason that I did lose that, and I take responsibility for myself, but the reason I did lose it was because I was looking at videos like this. I was looking at coins. I was taking investment ideas from people who, like, no offense, like they'll teach you how to lose money. If you follow this advice and you're like, I must get Bitcoin, you will lose money. You just will. And so what we're doing with this series is basically putting it together. And so, you can look at it and you can take an unbiased view, and you can use a brain that's smarter than yours, right? It's taking more information into the evaluation process, and it's using it in a better way. And so the way that we're going to be structuring and looking at these projects is following the system that Sam Altman lays out in this video right here. You can go watch it. I recommend it. But it's basically how to succeed with a business, with a startup. It applies the same for a crypto project. And so this is what we're going to be using for our methodology. And without further ado, let's jump into AIOZ. Okay, if you enjoyed that content, you watched all the way to the end of the video here, I'm going to assume that you are somebody who recognizes that mastering AI is going to be basically an essential skill moving forward. In this case, we're using it to find alpha in the crypto markets, but there's so many other applications. And so if you want to join a free mastermind of like-minded people who are working every day to master crypto, AI, and online community building, which I think is going to be the other side of the coin when everything's deep fake and no one knows what the fuck's going on, you can join our free community. Link will be in the description, and I'll see you on the inside. All right, AIOZ? AIOZ. We'll call it AIOZ. Oz? I don't know. Anyway, this project, or these types of projects, for me at least, are the most interesting. Obviously, I mean, look at this, like, comes into the market at $2.20, bottoms out at literally, I think it was like a cent, and then from the dead, it goes 81x. I mean, obviously, or even more. It went out over 100x after it was, October 23. So very, very fascinating. I'm super excited to understand what the hell this thing does. So without further ado, let's get our setup prompt, which is here, which we need to add to our template. In any case, we'll grab that, chuck it in here, come back to AIOZ, and the first thing that we want to understand is, what is this project? Give it to us in a nutshell. So we're coming down here, do that, and then give it all of the information, and it will give us a nice overview. So it's a blockchain-based content delivery network, CDN, aiming to revolutionize the way content is delivered across the internet. Traditional CDNs rely on centralized servers, leading to high costs and inefficiencies. AIOZ Network proposes a decentralized solution leveraging blockchain technology and peer-to-peer networks to create a more efficient and cost-effective content delivery system. Okay. Content delivery system. So actually we'll just grab the whole thing here. We'll grab the whole answer, and so that's new to me. Sounds like a novel idea. I'm curious to see where that fits in the crypto ecosystem. So our second prompt, as you can see, basically we're defining all of the subcategories that consist of the crypto ecosystem. And we're asking it to basically put it in. I don't need all that information, but it's a layer 1, so we'll just take it from infrastructure, layer 1, and DeFi. Interesting. Okay, so we will go ahead and chuck that in. So now let's move into the analysis part, where essentially we're going to be breaking it down, like I mentioned on Sam Altman's talk at Y Combinator. First of all, we want to define, does this actually solve a significant problem? Secondly, we want to see, is it unique in the way that it does it? Thirdly, does it have a functional product that actually meets market demands? And fourth, does it have a clearly defined target audience? So I'm curious to know like who this is for. But let's first start and go ahead and look at what problem does this actually solve. So, came back with a grade A. Addresses a significant underexploited in the inefficiencies of traditional content delivery networks. I want just really quickly, I want to understand. Give me an example of a CDN. Who would use it and where the costs involved come from? Curious to know that. Okay, Akamai Technologies is one of the leading CDN providers. It offers a global network of servers designed to optimize the delivery of web content and applications by distributing them closer to the users. E-commerce companies, media. Okay, interesting. All right, so it's more of like a what would you call that? Commercial use. Yeah, look at aiming at solving the problem of for big companies. Interesting. Okay, so let's see how unique the USP is for this project. I haven't heard of any other projects working on this. But here we go, we got a grade A. USP lies in decentralized content delivery, DCDN, that significantly reduces costs and improves efficiency compared to traditional CDN. So that's good to know. I'm always sort of curious, you know, like with when these AI coins pump, it's kind of like, is it just because it has AI in the name? Like, and that could have played a part, you know, don't get me wrong. That could have played a part. Degens love any good reason to have a go on certain coins. Moving on here though, let's see, does the project have a functional and user-friendly product? It does. Technical and scalability well supported with positive user feedback. Okay, all right. I mean, makes sense. I mean, the project is like 800 and something million $1 million market cap, so it makes sense. Again, if you want to come and check out the full answers here, and also get all of the prompts, so you can use this system on any coin that you want, get a good evaluation of it. The link will be in the description below. I'm not going super into it because otherwise this video would just be too long. I'm trying to keep it like, again, it's like you can see the overall score, you can get an idea of if this thing's, worthy of further investigation, on your own time, and really going deep and actually go read the white paper and all that sort of stuff. But so far, I mean, it's certainly holding up. We're getting A's across the board, so obviously this is going to be an A overall for the use case. So we have a good idea. We have a good idea in AIOZ network. You see here the primary users. So content creators, content consumers, node operators. So I mean, that's certainly two big markets, like insanely big markets, content producers and consumers. So let's grab that. Clear understanding of it with the by positive user feedback, high engagement. So it seems to be trucking along here. Execution and adoption. So how effectively are they actually going about building this thing out? So we have our prompt in here. Again, it's all essentially scored in the scoring matrix, as you can see. So it's a pretty comprehensive analysis. It's taking a lot of stuff into consideration. How effectively do they execute on their vision? Demonstrate excellent execution in their vision. So strong evidence of agile and efficient development, proactive marketing efforts. The team maintains transparency with regular updates, clear roadmap milestones, generating positive community feedback. So that clearly a good sign. Clearly a good sign. We'll put the full answer in here. Now, the thing I am the most curious about is what is the adoption looking like? Is this thing actually getting users? Are there more address token holders, and is it actually gaining traction? So you can see the prompt. We'll have a little look at it. Essentially, we're evaluating total holders, token holder growth, total active users, and total transactions on the network. So coming in here, we get a B+. So AIOZ network demonstrates good user and market adoption with moderate growth across several key metrics. Positive trends in token holders, token growth, and active users. So we'll grab B+, chuck in the grade there, and then grab the full answer. Overall, this is going to be an A. We've got A and a B+, so another good score. Now let's look at the community. Grab this. So essentially for the community, what we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at engagement, total numbers of how big the community is, Twitter followers, Telegram followers, active users in the Telegram and the Twitter. But then also what we're going to be doing is looking at, you can see the prompt again, you can come see all this stuff for yourself. It's going to be looking at the actual sentiment. So it's analyzing, is it positive responses? Are people pissed off? Like, are they missing deadlines? All that sort of stuff. In this case, obviously, both Twitter and Telegram. Strong community support. The project demonstrates significant engagement and positive user sentiment across its social media platforms. Boom, another A. Chuck that in. there. And we'll grab, so again, you can see, look, like the age, total tweets, followers, all that sort of stuff. Daily active users. And then finally, the team itself. So we will grab the non-LinkedIn prompt. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. We can look at the LinkedIn. We can scrape the LinkedIn profiles. ChatGPT itself actually can't look at LinkedIn because you need to log in and whatnot. You can do it, but it does it just as well. To be honest with you, it does it just as well. 4.0, scouring the internet, finding interviews, blogs. You can see here, search 5 sites, and you know, it comes back with pretty decent. Pretty decent responses. So A's across the board here. We will put that right in there. Full answer. So you can come down. Let's see. So it's like literally gone and found the CEO and co-founder. Has this diverse background, experience with the SETI program. Decentralized city. Is that the alien thing? The search for extraterrestrials? I don't know, maybe that's different. And then we have these other gentlemen, and they have, they look Vietnamese. I'm in Vietnam myself, you can see, it's a great country, love it. But we'll grab this, and that is a review. Team grade, full answer, chuck it in, A's across the board. Pretty obvious that this is going to be an A, but we do have an algorithm if we did need to do that. However, this is clearly an A grade project, and the price reflects that. Me personally, I can't be a buyer of this, at least not right now. It's just, you know, that's too high, it's too expensive. I would be needing to see a retrace back to at least 61.8 or 78.6 of this entire range, which is probably right back around here. I don't know if it'll get back to that range. I mean, it sort of touched it 2 or 3, 4 times. That's where I'd be getting interested to be a buyer. But you know, after this type of rally, after this sort of action, you're just asking for trouble coming in buying up here. But certainly one to keep an eye on. And that's a review. I will see everyone in the next video.